when I first started learning about affirmations, I'm like, what? You want me to look in the mirror and beat on my chest and say, I'm awesome? Really? Well, kind of, but not really. In this video today, I am going to teach you how to retrain your brain for confidence and contentment through using affirmations. But by the end of this video, I promise you're definitely going to realize that affirmations are not crazy. By now, most likely you know who I am, but just in case you don't, I'm Lacey Busse, and I am a busy working mom of two, and I absolutely love teaching. You guys will definitely hear all the passion in my voice. I have found so many tips and tricks regarding stress relief and just the ability to slow down and actually enjoy my family. This channel is all about teaching those tips and tricks to you. So if that's something that you're looking for, feel free to click that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. I don't want you to miss out on anything that I've got coming up here. For today's freebie, it's a great one. It is a worksheet that will take you step by step in creating your own affirmations. I even have a dotted line on there where you can cut it, you can throw away your old negative thoughts, and you can keep your new affirmations that I teach you how to make. And you can put them somewhere where you're gonna see them every day, okay? So grab that freebie. It's at laceybusse.com/mom10 download. So I always want you guys to understand how this topic relates to reducing stress. Well, if you think about it, when you're your own worst critic and you're beating yourself up, that takes away a whole lot of mental energy, right? You feel kind of down in the dumps and lethargic and everything. And it can lead to overachieving and never feeling like you are good enough. I want you guys to understand how your brain works, okay? We all talk to ourselves. It's not weird, it's totally normal, okay? And a lot of times what we're telling ourselves can be someone else's voice that we have taken on over the years. What I mean by that is, if you think about it, did your mom always say, that she felt fat? Or did your dad have really high expectations of you, and now what's going through your head is, I'm never good enough. I'm never good enough. I've learned through really, really great personal development books how to rewrite those tapes, how to rewrite those thoughts in your mind. It's not always easy. It's not foolproof. But with practice, and especially with repetition, you can retrain your brain for confidence and contentment and really talking to yourself in a positive voice instead of constantly being your own worst critic. So let's get into the how-to. How do I go from talking to myself and beating myself up all the time to talking to myself in a much more positive, encouraging light? All right, so step number 1 is to take your 3 most common negative thoughts and write them down. Step number 2 is to look at those thoughts and rewrite them in first person in a more positive light, okay? So my best example with this is, my house isn't clean, so I suck as a wife, or I've failed as a wife, okay? That is one of my most common negative thoughts. How I can rewrite that is, the cleanliness of my home does not define me as a wife. Because logically, there is so much more that goes into being a good wife than just the cleanliness of your home, right? But we have to remember a lot of the things that go on inside our brain are not logical. So rewriting those negative thoughts into the positive can really, really help. But that's not where we stop. Step number 3, now that you have those 3 positive thoughts written down, positive phrases, I want you to print them out, or even better, write them in your own handwriting and put them somewhere where you are going to see them often. Whether that be right next to your computer screen, on the bathroom mirror, anywhere where you're going to see them often. One of my favorite places is propped up on the windowsill right by the sink, because when I'm doing dishes, then, I can just read through them. Having them in an accessible location is helpful, but practice and repetition are really the keys to retraining your brain. So, what I want you to do when you get up every morning, I want you to say each one of them 3 times in a row out loud. Okay? Now, this might sound weird. You don't have to be around anyone, but saying them out loud really has a lot of power. And saying them 3 times. At first, when I learned that, I'm like, okay, can't I just read it once? But it's weird. When you read it for that 3rd time, I'm like, I start to feel like I own it. Every single time those negative thoughts start to creep back in, say that affirmation 3 times. Okay, so you're gonna do it in the morning, right when you get up, but then all throughout the day, every time you identify that negative thought that comes flying through your head again, like, no. And you say it 3 times in the positive light over again. Lastly, right before you go to bed, what I would like you to do is to pray about your affirmations. Say them one more time and ask God to work within you and help you to believe them. Because in the beginning, most likely, you're not going to believe your affirmations. But if you really try to just immerse yourself into it, you're going to start believing them. As always, learning this kind of stuff is not all that helpful unless you implement it, okay? That's what today's freebie is all about, is just walking you through step by step and helping you implement what you've learned today. It's at laceybusse.com/mom10 download. So go grab it. It's really, really going to be helpful. Feel free to hit that subscribe button, click the bell for notifications so that you don't miss out on anything. You can check out today's show notes at laceybusse.com/mom10. And as always, friends who care, share. Share this episode with all of your stressed out mom friends who beat themselves up constantly. We all need as much stress relieving tips as we possibly can, okay? Have a great day, you guys. Bye.